Hello everyone, you didn't think that would happen? Another week. No 2 weeks between a live stream. I hope you're doing great. It's Let's Talk EV time. Almost every Sunday at 7:10 right now. We talk about what's going on, and we had time change. So it's a bit different. Oh, why does it say here at 8:10? I have no idea why it says here at 8:10. Of course it's at 7:10. Maybe because of the time change. YouTube is not in the loop yet because 8:10, yeah, was the time yesterday, but not now. Again, we have the weird names. Hello Storm or Crafty Storm. Changes the thing. Right now, since Monday, I have a Volkswagen Id.5 GTX 2026 model year, and it has the newest software 5.4 on it. And soon there will be an update wave for old new hardware cars. So Hank will also get an update soon. But it won't be 5.4. We'll talk about when I am allowed to talk about it, because I still have a lot of questions how it all works and everything. And Volkswagen is so nice. They give me all the info then before they post the general thing. If your car has a problem and you go to a dealer, you already get 5.2, even 5.4 installed, or even more. Higher, it's very possible. But if you don't have a problem, it's not a, I don't know, a campaign yet. So if you get invited, and you can get a software update, but it will come very soon. But I want to talk about 5.4. My Euro came with 5.4 panel. There's a 5.6 ready, but only really bug fixes. That is correct. 5.6 is also available, and from 5.4 to 5.6, there's nothing you can change. But you can see that there's changes. But it was the first car I've seen with 5.4. Before it was 5.2, and I thought the privacy thing in the beginning, the OK thing, is gone, but it's just gone for a day. So every day at some point I still have to press OK, and then it's gone, and then I think a day later it appears again. I thought it would be gone forever, that this thing doesn't come anymore. It just comes less. That's I thought there would be more, but it's fine. I have seen a few changes with 5.4, but the most of it is in the head-up display. So I have, and I'm talking from 5.0 to 5.4. From 4.0 to 5.0 has been a lot of differences, but I already filmed a lot of these changes. Head-up display in the infotainment system. When you are using Android Auto, you press on the audio, you don't get to Android Auto, you get to a special player, which is stupid. It was way better in 4.0. But head-up display has the most difference. The lines are different. The animation for travel assist, lane assist, for navigation is all different. And in 5.4 I have seen a few more differences, and I thought I'd show you those because I have video footage of this. Let's go over here. News, that's me. But I have muted it so you don't have to hear the weirdo talk. Where are we? So seasonal things is something that you have since 5.0, but in 5.4 it's even more. So right now it's Halloween, so this is all different. And when you are at the privacy screen, that is even more. And when you press the home button, it even does trick or treat things. See, then the treats come down. This is the seasonal thing, but there's also something in a head-up display. I have to look for those. In the head-up display, seasonal things are now happening too. Is it this? Yeah, it's this. And now you have bats flying out of the Volkswagen logo when you get into the car, because it's again Halloween. There you go. Very important. What am I filming? So the logo thing again. Yeah. And then another thing I have seen is something nice that I haven't seen before. So it wasn't in 5.2, it was only in 5.4. Is this: the parking sensors are now in a head-up display, the same as as Audi does. Before that didn't exist. And now you can see all of the red stuff and everything. It will show where you're close to something. When you go backwards, by the way, no, it's only the front. When you, so I've driven backwards and I looked at the head-up display. Haven't seen anything. It's only the front ones. And the last thing is something that nobody needs. Is when you are setting up your head-up display, so positioning or in brightness and everything, now there's an animation in there that shows you everything what the head-up display can do. So where are we? So if you go into the menu and you are in park, then it will show a road. Where are we? There it is. Shows you the road, then it will show you lane assist with a line, then it will show you travel assist. Exactly. Show you the distance to the car. And in my Id.5 GTX that I have right now, the head-up display is not calibrated right, because the line that should be in underneath the car is in the middle of the car, and that's very distracting. Then you get, accident, I've never seen that before. Then we have the lane change assist, or auto lane change. Then we have navigation. And then if you have to switch, what I've seen also is in the ID light new, when you have this, what we just seen, that you should switch to a different lane. The ID light was always blue, just on the right side. Now, but it was just on the right side, a tiny little part. Now it's also animated. That's new. Before it was just fixed, and now it's animated. And what else do we have? Yeah, then of course the navigation thing that we all know. And I think that's it. Is there more? Roundabouts. And if you arrived at your destination, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the things that I have seen are new in 5.4. And I have asked Volkswagen, and we'll see what I just know that 5.6 has nothing more except for bug fixes. I haven't had any problem with the car, but I only drove 5 days now with it. No, tomorrow is a week, that's true. And everything so far worked. I can't remember, was it always with 4.0 that you have the same massage seat function as ID.7 had? I thought ID.4 didn't have it. I thought it was different, but I could be wrong. I thought you just turn it on now. It says the same menu, but of course still no seat ventilation and stuff. This car, the Id.5 GTX that I have, has the top sport seats, and they're not comfortable. They're very hard. Cindy already complained. We drove yesterday a bit, and for me too. So ID.7 seats are 10 times better and softer and everything. Yeah, no seat ventilation as always. The screen is, the infotainment system screen is smaller, as we all know. What else? Head-up display is the same. Yeah, what I also noticed in a head-up display, when you go up and down, there's a little blue thing in the ID.4 and 5. So everything then ID.7. When you go arrow up that you can now change the head-up display. There's a tiny little blue line under it that fades in, looks good, and when you press down that you want to change the view of your cockpit, then this has this blue thing. So it's not just the info that says you are now controlling the head-up display or the cockpit, you also see it. That's nice. I think that's new. I think that wasn't there before. But that's it. That's from 5.0 to 5.6. Yeah. So we'll get all the info about this update for every car that has older software on. So 4.0, the new hardware, it doesn't affect the old cars before 4.0, of course. I have no idea if 5.0 cars can get it too, just easy, and how everything works and stuff. This I will all find out hopefully this or next week, and then we'll see when it starts and when will I get an appointment for that and get it installed and see how Hank is then with the newer software. The first update since the car, since I got it almost 2 years ago. Is the chat not working? There's not one message here. Oh, everyone is just glued to my words here. It's what I'm doing. I'm a bit of a headache right now. I don't know why. We're not going to do a long live stream today. I got up extremely early listening. Thank you. I was scared an update just in time for the car to go back to the finance company. Yeah, that's awesome. I see some messages. Tap, tap, 1, 2. Anyone there? Tap, tap. So we'll see how this all works. I'm not going to do long. I got up extremely early, even though we had time change tonight, and then had the range test with the Id.5 GTX, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. It was raining, I would say 10% of the time. At the 130 kilometers an hour test, the road was wet 100%. At the 110, it was hey grow am. At the 110 test, it was 50-60% wet. But it's working, waiting for the next software version 5.4 today. That's good. It's working. Who's working? I'm working? Or are you just responding to my... Oh, there was a thinking I saw in my screen. No thinking. Where was I? We're just starting to say something. Yeah, thank you. I sorry, it took me too long to know what you're talking about. But what was I talking about? Hello from the UK. Also, do you have any thoughts on the new Audi A2 e-tron? Kind of looks like it might be the same MV platform as ID.3 ID.Born. I haven't seen it yet. Let's look. What does the A2 look like? So this is how it. Where is it? Where am I? Where are my news? There's my news. Nissan Leaf, no. Hyundai, Ioniq 5, Rivian. I don't have any A2. Model S, Model X is back. I don't have any A2. Let's see, Audi A2 e-tron. It's not in the news. There's just little things have been seen. Yeah, it looks very ID.3. That's true. That's true. That's okay. It's been all across UK auto media, mostly Autocar. Yeah, I'm an automotive and sport. If you want to see too. Yeah, that front thing is not that nice. But I think it's going to be a bit more sporty than ID.3. And as I know, Audi, but this, it looks like an Q4, just small. Not the best design. Nah. You will know tomorrow which software version will be delivered in the Id.5 GTX 4Motion long wheelbase. I'm sure it's 5.4. I say it's 5.4. Yeah, that's true. Matthias and I are going tomorrow to Volkswagen dealer and get his Id.5 GTX all-wheel drive. That's the stuff. It's nice to see the A2 name coming back. It's hard to make an SUV look good. I hope it's not too much SUV though, this A2. We'll see. And by the way, in the app with 5.4, there's nothing new. I haven't seen anything in the app since 5.0. It looks the same as always. Locking, unlocking is the only new thing. So Hank, the only difference with Hank is that I don't have this vehicle locked thing. Well, let's go to Hank. Has the same range, by the way, Hank, but he's at 62%. And the Id.5 was at 80%. So I don't have the locking. Come on, focus on the stupid camera. There we go. And it had 27,000 kilometers. Where are we? Come on. Up on top. 47 days till it needs a service. Hank needs a service soon because it's 2 years old. I got my Id.4 GTX Tuesday with 5.6. Oh, that's cool. Maybe we get 5.6 tomorrow. Does it also give you a push message when not locking the car? It's possible. No, it's on. But I lock the car all the time. So, but when I filmed, it was not locked. But it didn't go away either. I don't think it did that. The Id.5 has barely any kilometers. I got it with 1,700 kilometers. Already drove 600 on it today. Or 1,800. Very, very new car. That's nice. So it's not as new. Does it also? I think we already read that. Sorry. So we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Matthias is getting his Id.5 GTX. I got it a few times now. Oh, you get it. But not all the time. I get what it's for, but and it's a good idea, but I always look. I lock. It's Cindy who always forgets. Die Weiber. The women. And are you excited, Matthias, for your Id.5? All black. Hola. Gonna bring my Pocket 3 and film him a bit when he gets his car, and film the car a bit. And maybe if I'm really nice, Matthias is let me test the Id.5 GTX a bit. I have never driven an Id.5 with the long wheelbase and all-wheel drive, of course not, because it's a long wheelbase. But in mid of December, no, the beginning of December, I will get the normal version, so rear-wheel drive with the new motor, so in big battery, so like an ID.7 Pro S, just the Id.5. So that will be interesting to see and how old it is and everything. Finally, I got to the woman who's giving out the Id.5 press cars. Always said, no, you're not getting a car. And then I let ChatGPT write the nicest email ever. And then it worked. She said, okay, you're getting a car. But it's also a year later when I wanted the car, when it came out, or whenever the long wheelbase came out as a press car. It's always 3 months later than it's being delivered. I know it's short, but is there anything? Because then I'm gonna go down and relax a bit. Yes. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the range test. That was the thing. She got so annoyed. Keeps saying not a Volkswagen commercial vehicles. She got so annoyed. Keep saying that. Who? I still don't get it. I'm an idiot. Oh, you mean the woman didn't give me a press car? You're not getting anything. She said, you're not getting a car. Forget it. No, about the range. Yeah, Id.5 GTX today was not good. It was really bad. This has the 97 kilowatt hour, 79 kilowatt hour battery, so more than the old GTX. And today at 6.5 degrees, a bit of rain, always wet, and heat on as always. I got only 275 kilometers, is 130. That wasn't that great. Then at 110 it was a bit more and no rain, and the road also dried up a bit. I got to 357. Not amazing. I mean, Hank in the -2 horrible foggy weather had 300 kilometers. And this was bad. I mean, in the summer I can have 520 or so. And so the Id.5 GTX wasn't great today. I was expecting 300 at least, because it wasn't that cold, 6.5 degrees. And it didn't rain the whole time, just a bit in the beginning. Okay, but now, anyone want to play the like game? That would be nice. I'm gonna, if you don't know, I'm gonna count down 3 to 0, and then we all press the like button at the same time. There are 35 people here, only 9 likes. We can get to 35 likes if 9 people don't press the like. You can even do it on your smart TV. I know that now. Finally, I have a smart TV after 16, 17, well, all my life, but after 16 years I updated my TV and it's awesome. And the sound system, the sound bar is way more important. And Cindy is freaking out with the sound bar. It's amazing. We have some sound. Today we listened to a bit of music while we were cooking. It sounded like there's a concert next door. It was awesome. I expected more from the BMW test. I didn't, because it has a very small battery. The i5, I mean, it's a M60, is a sports car, and then has only 81 kilowatt hours. It's not made for efficiency, so I was okay with that, because for me it's what it does. I get it. So like the Audi S6 is the same. It had the same consumption, almost the same consumption, but had higher range because it has a bigger battery. The i5 battery is just too small, 81 kilowatt hours for this ship of a car, gigantic. Okay, let's play the like game. I'm gonna count down. We have 34 people here, 11 likes. Let's do this. Arch Enemy at full blast. No, we listened to Cannibal Corpse today. 2, 1, and like. Arch Enemy is okay, but it's not too much. We're totally Cannibal Corpse people. Corpse Grinder is the man. Boom, boom, boom. See what we get? 12 likes. Nobody likes. It's okay. 22. Oof, that switched. 22 likes. Nice, nice, nice. F1 at 21. God, I haven't watched F1 live in, I don't know how many years. Can't remember. We did that for one season and then we were like, eh. No, 22. Yeah, it's 24 now. My daughter likes Arch Enemy. That's nice. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye. We see us maybe next week. Next week I'm gonna do the long distance trip test with the Id.5 GTX, and then a day later it's gonna be picked up and I get the Id.5 Pro, so normal version, and we're gonna do the whole thing again. Like I do. But the problem is right now with a car like this, it's nothing. I cannot do the videos as with a car that I have never driven before, because it's not that big of a difference. The 5.4 software was a bit of a video I could do, but that's it. But I'm still going to do a power drive. Then today I did the 2 range tests. I did a charging test. We're going to want to see if the new model year 2026 has a new charging curve over the 2024 model. And then, of course, next week, like I said, long distance trip. Hi, do you think waiting for ID Cross Epic is wiser than just picking an Elrock 50? It's on discount, almost 20% down, but only the 50 model. But then again, both Cross and Epic will barely have 55 kilowatt hours. And you always also have to think the base model with a small battery of the ID Cross and Epic will have will be cheap. The big battery will then have a similar price than the Elrock 50. So if you like the Elrock 50, get it now. ID Cross, what is it, 2027? ID Polo will come in the fall of 26. And then ID Cross and the GTI version of the ID Polo then in the beginning of 27, something like this. So it's still a bit to go. Oh yes, it's 20, misinformed at the wrong time. Okay, you all take care. See you soon. I'm gonna go and lay down and watch a bit of television because that's the stuff, isn't it? Huh? Bye.